it's been lovely to see Def Leppard on TV. Well, kind of. You know, this is the Behind the Tour series. It's up to number 10 now, and it's been lovely because it's been very personal, without it being mawkish, without it being sort of, well, let's give them something personal. They've done a lot of work, they've had a lot of life, and there's always something that they can talk about. I mean, it's Phil Collin swimming in a river first, with a tide in it, as he said, really keen, awesome. And Vinny showing us his guitar vault. And then we've got Joe Elliott in, as he says, Captain's Log. They're in Switzerland, 20 miles from Bern. He really is the right person to present this. He's sweet and lovely and absolutely sure of himself. It's the last Euro show because they don't regard the UK as being a Euro show. But we see the crowd loving it as the drum solo, Rick Allen's drum solo, is going on. We see Joe in the hotel saying, it was really sunny and the sun was in my eyes. I spent the whole show like this. Nobody told us. Nobody had told them beforehand that the sun might be right in your eyes. But the big thing this week, or this episode, is Wembley Stadium. Now, they've played Wembley Arena a lot, but that was their big goal, you know. Mr. Rick, bass player Rick, tells us this was the big goal. He says, I'm slightly emotional with all this. And then, you know, we've got Vinnie Campbell telling us about that too, as you hear Joe warming up in the background. And Mr. Allen reminding us they've played it before at the Freddie Mercury show, but this is a bit different. They all get framed Wembley Stadium posters with their names on them, which they love. And then they suddenly harmonise backstage. They just start singing backstage. But it's not as if it's set up. It's not as if it's mortgaged. It doesn't make my teeth itch. It's really nice. And then we see shots from the show. Well shot, beautifully, expensively shot. And then they're in Lytham 24 hours later. And as he says, as Joe said, it's really cold. July, my bollocks, he says. The wind, he said, was blowing the sound back into his mouth, and he said, I've got to make sure I don't blow my voice out or don't lose it for the Dublin show. With Rick Savage by his side saying, yeah, we're all going to get ill. We could all get ill. He's a bit downbeat about it. As Joe said, I'm already there. As he said, I just held on to the long note in photograph. It's a great, great piece. And you see the working band, and you also see how much they love each other. And we know why we love them.